which was the Whitecaps versus the Cobras.
Yeah, and we are moving on to Ducks, who are 8-5 right now, versus Storm, who are 9-3. Separate conferences, but a lot riding on this matchup. I have to say the Ducks are going to be the underdog here, but
sorry.
No, you're fine. Is your table okay?
No, I don't slam my table when I sneeze.
I'm seeing that the Ducks do have their starting roster with the inclusion of Cyan instead of Mig here, and I think this is going to be a super close matchup since they have their full starting roster.
Absolutely, as the last time that I remember casting the Ducks, Andy was missing. Andy, of course, being arguably the best player in this league. And despite not having Mig, who is a very strong offensive player. Oh, whoops. Oh. Whoopsies, I accidentally tagged the whole orgs in the chats for Whitecaps and Cobras. So, either way, shoutouts to those teams. But either way, Ducks and Storm currently getting into it here. And yes, it should be a strong series, as both these teams are very strong teams, both near the top of their divisions, both with phenomenal players on their squads. So hopefully we'll get some very creative and strong Rocket League.
Honestly, I feel like I haven't seen Andy play in a while, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to be bringing to the table here. And I know it's going to be a lot.
Well, I know Andy very much like Rek on the Whitecaps. He is an absolute monster in the offensive side of the field, and Zeo, a very strong defensive player, very good goaltender. But Andy, I tend to think of him more as like the absolute playmaker of the team. He's able to set up his teammates so well in just about everything. But currently, Ducks and Storm just feeling each other out. A player who I haven't seen as much from since the last series I cast from him was Lottie Lettuce. I definitely know that he is a strong player, and I'm hoping that we get to see more antics from him in this series.
You know, I was looking up these matchups earlier to see what was riding on them, and you know, truth be told, this is not a must-win situation for the Storm team. Their nearest challenge to get them out of playoffs is 2.5 games back. And so even if the Ducks come out swinging here and they take this matchup against Storm, it's not the end of the world for them. They don't have to care about this game too much. Because the closest team...
Andy.
Oh my god!
Just read the soul. Andy just read the soul of the Storm player. Did I clip somebody? Oh, did he clip somebody? Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah, he did. You know, that's what happens when you read someone's soul. You tend to get clips. So, Ducks immediately, or not immediately, excuse me, but Ducks do get the lead so far in this game. And yeah, you know, you do point out that the Storm can afford to lose this series, but I don't think anyone wants to see that. I think they want to see some of the best teams in this league going toe-to-toe and giving us some great Rocket League.
And, you know, looking on the other side, the Ducks, they I think, have to win this game, really. The Eagles are only 1 game back, so if they come out and the Eagles win their game, then no longer are the Ducks in the #1 spot for the playoffs. It's a tie, and there is a chance that they lose their playoff spot. So I think the Ducks, they really have a lot on the line here, and it shows. I mean, they're playing for it. The Eagles did win their matchup. The Eagles and the Flames
lost.
Or the Flames
no,
lost?
Flames lost, Eagles won.
Flames
so
lost,
that
Eagles
means...
won. Okay, so that means the Whitecaps and the Flames... The Flames
Okay.
lost to the Eagles. Okay, so that means the Whitecaps are still tied in their spot with the Flames at even records, both taking a loss tonight. And the Ducks...
Oh, Taki with the whip off of a perfect play that was set up by the Storm players. And unfortunately... Oh, wow, what a phenomenal pass off the corner. Lottie Lettuce, pinpoint precision shot. As Matt Roshi, once again, just setting up his teammate, and Lottie reading that pass perfectly.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Lottie Lettuce actually, on the stat sheet has been a real standout player for the Storm team on the offensive side. And I have not been able to watch him play until tonight. And I'm starting to see every bit of a reason why.
Mm-hmm. Currently Storm with the lead. Ducks with as much riding on this series, you would hope that they can pull a much stronger performance so far. It's Matt Roshi looking for the double tap, nearly gets it, but will get a pass off to Taki. Taki not able to receive it. As the Ducks defense looking a little scattered here. Andy trying to challenge in the corner. Matt Roshi there to send it off the corner once again. Sayo going up. It'll go over Taki's head as there's 10 seconds left. Andy trying to make a solo play here, but Matt Roshi sending it downfield, essentially securing the game for the Storm.
Yep. And, the Ducks are really going to have to pull something out of the hat here. I mean, Storm has the #1 defense in majors right now. They're at a 1.6 goals against, and the Whitecaps were the #2 at a 1.86. And this is going to be a tough matchup. On the other side, since the Eagles won their game over the Flames, the Ducks are in a must-win if they want to keep their spot in the playoffs uncontested. And it looks like Cyan left the match. And this could be Mig coming in for Cyan. It could be a car change. Yeah. I was talking to Zio earlier to see what the lineup was going to be. And he did say that there could be a potential roster shift if Cyan wasn't feeling too good. So yeah, it does look like Mig is stepping in here, and Mig is a starter for the Ducks. So this could be an improvement on the playing field.
I will say that Mig absolutely is a strong player. I think he's one of the better offensive players in terms of setting up passes for his teammates. And really, I think he has phenomenal chemistry with Andy on the offensive half. So now that the 1-2 punch for the Ducks is back, hopefully it'll keep them in this series.
Well, let me hop into Spectate here so I can see what's going on. But this is a little bit of a new look for the Ducks, adding Mig on here, so we can see if that changes how things win, or how things are going for him.
Sayo with a great save. Oh, as a pass off to Matt Roshi, but Ducks there for the challenge. And again, another performance just showing how strong of a defensive player Zayo is. Phenomenal goalkeeping. Only a product of, he's playing it safe there. Zayo there for the challenge. As Mig comes flying in, gets a pinch, but Taki. It's a little awkward as Ducks were trying to go for a bump attempt, but didn't quite work out. Mig challenging in the midfield. Zayo centering it down. Matt Roshi there for the clear. Andy. As you can see, they're just playing it back and forth, fighting over that midfield pressure. It looks like Ducks pretty starved to boost right now. Slotty getting a pass off to a teammate, but Zayo once again there. And it will be interesting to see how comfortable Ducks are playing with each other now that Mig is back in rotation.
That is true. I mean, the Ducks have had a few, I don't want to say roster issues, but they've needed to sub up quite a few times recently. And now that they have a full roster again, you'd expect to see some great improvement on the field as a team. And last game, I mean, proves it. They did lose, but they had plenty of offensive chances is what I was going to say as Taki slots in the lower left corner.
You could see that the Ducks just weren't really ready in terms of their defensive rotation. Maybe they thought that was a shot that was just wide, so they had a bit more time to play off of it, but Taki playing the rebound perfectly. He's been really quick on these rebounds this game, to be honest.
Cool.
Andy almost there for the precise shot. Body.
Yeah, that was a blind save from Taki. I think I had player view on.
Theos sending it downfield. 3 minutes to work with for the Ducks as they find themselves down a goal. Oh, wow. Andy, not the best luck, but Lottie send it right to Zeos. Taki does win that 50-50. Mig. Matt Roshi, not the best touch. Trying to get a pass off to a teammate, but not able to make it work. Zeo send it downfield. Can Andy get a touch? Yes, he does. It's off the backboard. Can Mig? He's there, but Matt Roshi gets the save and sends it to the corner. And it's these quick as lightning counterattacks that the Ducks can be so good at because you never know where they're going to be putting the shots. Their shot accuracy is just so on point.
Yeah, they do prove to be a formidable force. Their offense as of late, I mean, they're above average for sure. They're at a 2.5 goals per game here, and that is just above the average for the league. Oh my goodness, just a nail-biting situation for the Ducks recently.
Buddy doesn't get that touch, and he'll play off the backboard, but Matt Roshi with the save.
There's that Storm defense coming through, just showing everyone exactly why only 1.6 goals are scored against them per game. It's just insane.
Vladi will get the clear. Can Matt Roshi get the second touch? Yes, he does! Off the post. Giving Storm 2 goals in this game. A long clear to Matt Roshi, who was playing ahead, and despite you could see the Ducks did get that flip, not quite able to get a touch on it as Ducks down 2-0. Again, with as much riding on the series, Andy tries to go for another clip, doesn't quite get it. Nearly picture-perfect copy of his first clip.
I was gonna say that would have made the mirror match. Matt,
that's awkward.
Awkward. Dropping the great pass on himself.
Matt, great goal. Great goal. Just wrong net.
It's like I heard someone just remove the nameplates, make it black and white. Nobody will know the difference.
Yep. We're all dogs here. We all have dog vision. As Storm looking to remedy that mistake for sure. The last thing they want to do is give a team like the Ducks any lifeline in this game or series. Matt Roshi tries to get a shot off. Not quite working though, as Miggs sends it up over 2 defenders. Tries to challenge in the corner. Andy sending it back down. Oh, that's awkward.
Oh my goodness.
Andy, biggest of brains. Andy coming in with another clip-worthy play. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Andy is one of the best players in this league. Keeping his team in this series and game. Because we have a tie game, ladies and gentlemen.
And I have to quote Toy Story here. It's not flying for Andy, it's falling in style. He just is everywhere.
But, yeah, with a absolute clutch play from Andy. They do have a lifeline in the series, but this down pass. Wow! What?
What?
Andy! Chill! Man!
Let me just pre-jump this from across the field real quick. No biggie. Not even an issue.
That was stellar and honestly just completely stole the game from the Storm.
I feel like comparing
sure, we are
my
in garbage
brain,
time.
Yeah, that is garbage time. There is still an opportunity for Storm, but comparing my brain in Rocket League to Andy's brain, I might as well just post up a picture of Nissan Top Ramen, not even cooked. Like it's just absolutely nutty. As Ducks tie up the series. Andy ties up the series.
Wow. Yeah, Andy ties up the series. And honestly, like, I sometimes wonder what it feels like to be that good. Do you just say, you know what? Like, I am going to challenge absolutely everything and just, because you have the biggest cojones, you just go for it all the time? I guess.
That's I want I want to no, I can't. Never mind. Official RLPC. We're trying to keep things as kosher as possible. They did have a little help from Matt. That would have been overtime. Otherwise, Matt did
Absolutely.
help.
But, we did talk about earlier in this game how just Andy, he makes plays. The server went down.
The server went down for maintenance.
Again,
it couldn't handle
Andy makes plays. He is one of the biggest forces in this league for a reason. It's because he's able to set up his team in so many different ways because of those huge cojones. Because he can just fly from across the field out of nowhere and just make a play. And that's why Andy is so good.
Yeah, and such an asset to the Ducks too, for sure. The stat sheet just came up, but Andy had a 1.4 goals per game, and no one else is above 1 on his team. I think I'm gonna have to pull up I just gotta pull up the stat sheet. I had taken notes and I've decided to throw them out the window. But I just gotta see what Andy's goal per game versus the rest of majors is. Because I don't remember seeing anybody even near that 1.4. But I could be absolutely mistaken, and I do love to be proved wrong.
All right, so I believe we're on game 3 currently. Tie series as Ducks able to keep themselves in this series off the back of phenomenal solo plays from Andy. You know what I have in my head right now? Like, I have the, Toy Story, I don't want to play with you anymore right now, but I'm picturing Andy.
Oh, because Andy,
Yeah, because that's what he's going to do to the Storm. Izeo, cross field, just Storm, not quite ready for that. Playing a little awkward. Lottie, not the best touch. Just giving it to Izeo. Not the best way you want to start a game.
So, yeah, Andy is leading the majors at a 1.4 goals per game, followed up by Gatman at a 1.29. And I can't.
Oh
remember.
no!
Oh, that was a mistake.
That was a mistake, definitely for sure. Storm playing very uncharacteristically weak on the defense right now as Andy just comes in hot with the perfect read. And Ducks go up 2-0.
Wooden wheels dropping the GGs early. Okay, they are tied in the series. There's plenty that can happen. Storm, they are a top-level team for the majors. And there's no way we can write them out of the series.
Whoa. Lottie with the shot off. It'll go to Zeo. Yeah, and who knows, Storm might not be hot right now, but it could be. We are in the eye of the storm when everything is calm and serene. But then out of nowhere, you'll see the Storm just burst and just destroy absolutely everything. I'm trying really hard with these puns. But
the more you try, the less we like them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Either way, Ducks still up 2-0 despite my puns. And The Storm really not having a good game so far in the offensive half. Whatever was working, it ain't working now. And Ducks just playing a lot more confident, playing absolutely everywhere on the offensive side, and just absolutely oppressive in the midfield. As Lottie gets a shot off to Taki. Oh, the softest touches, but Andy reads it and gets the perfect save. As Lottie will be there for the shot, but Mig gets the save this time. Okay, and this is where the passing plays comes out from the Storm. I'm not making a pun.
Yeah, they're just showing that they are not out of this series, and that's gonna go in the bottom right.
That is absolutely perfect shot placement for what Taki needed to do. Reads that touch from Andy, gets it right around the defense, right in front of their faces too, and Storm narrows down this lead to just 1. Wow, Mick going in deep for that demo. What?
Oh, that's gonna slide in.
Wow. They absolutely planned for that. You could see that right at the kickoff. Mig just was like, you know what? I'm just going to take you away from the field. And Ducks converting that into a goal right away.
It took a second, but the Ducks have warmed up here. This is completely unlike game number 1. It's the same story with the Cobras, too. Game number 1 happened, and then no other game like it happened. The Ducks are here to play now.
Which means a more exciting series for us. Absolutely. We hope. Matt, we'll send it off the wall. He's right there for the shot. Lottie. Andy gets the save, though. Once again, an absolute force in the defensive end. Andy with the shot. Just off target. But Matt, no. This is an open up. Lottie is right there. So we have 2 minutes left in the game. Storm trying to give themselves some room to work with here so they can set up another counterattack, but Ducks taking absolutely every challenge possible as Matt playing it really far right now so we can get that demo. Lottie, oh, Andy dunks on him though. Can Mig get the shot off? No, Matt is there for the save. Taki will send it up. Matt looking for a pass, but Andy will play off the backboard. Lottie, he's there though, but Andy gets that pinch. Wow.
Falling off the ceiling for that.
Taki? Taki?
I feel like Andy's playing chess and the rest of them are playing checkers. That's what it looks like sometimes.
The biggest brain chess, for sure. No, oh, wow! Okay, well, tactical fakes, I guess? Or, I guess?
I think...
You could see that Lottie tried to get that, but...
I feel like Zayo and Andy just got a little confuzzled as to who was going to be taking that save, because it seemed pretty routine for people of the Ducks caliber.
Definitely a rare defensive mistake that you don't usually see, but Ducks still in this game. So we have a minute left. All they need to do is just hold on. Lottie going in for a shot. Taki sending in the corner. Andy getting that clear. Ducks just trying to survive here. The Storm brings in this onslaught. Andy, he's there for the clear. Can he set something up? Tries to read it. Wow, does get that read, but I don't know if anyone is going to be able to play as Taki tries to go for the demo, not able to get anything out of it. Lottie, shot. In the corner, Zayo once again there for the save as we have 10 seconds left. Storm need to score. Taki, he's there for the rebound. Can Lottie get a shot off? It looks like this game, unless we have a miracle. But no, Mig will send it to the floor, and Ducks take the lead in this series, 2-1.
You know, and if you're the Storm team, you might just be thinking that is this the only game we're gonna get? They're Meg with the high mom. You might be thinking like, what do they have to do to step up their game? I mean, they stopped the own goaling that happened last game. That was a help. And now what else can they do? The Ducks are just bringing it home.
Absolutely. And Ducks took them a bit to warm up, but they're really coming into this series strong.
All right. Well, the Ducks are on match point here. And if they want to maintain... almost ran the Ducks on accident because I was talking about them. If they want to maintain their lead, they have to hold on to this match. They have to beat Storm here. And complete the upset.
Absolutely, because Storm is still very capable. Zeo gets the flick off. Kentucky gets the save. Yes, he can. Yeah, it'll be really important for Ducks just to absolutely play oppressive in the midfield like they did before and not give Storm any room to work with. As Matt Roshi gets that shot off, no boost. Andy will get that clear save. Lottie with a beautiful shot on target. Wow! Lottie, look at that. Wow, Zeo.
Placement and power. Full package.
Rare moment that you get to see shot placement that good, which even catches Zeo off guard. Matt Roshi getting that demo on Andy. We'll give him some room. Zeo get the clear. Yes, he will, but Master Roshi's there.
Master Roshi?
Master Roshi, dude. Yes!
Okay, alright.
Okay. Zeo with the demo, but it's a little bit too telegraphed. And you can definitely bet that the Storm is going to be trying to read those demos because they come in pretty early. Lottie, excuse me, Matt. Saki getting that save. Mig, he's there for the challenge. Andy trying to be a nuisance on the offensive end. But it looks like, unless he can get it around Andy, no, he won't.
And, you know, Storm was even threatening the bump there, and they still got it through.
Wow, that was a phenomenal pass from Andy, too. Right off the backboard. Waterfall down, but again, Storm with their phenomenal defense able to get that read.
And you want to talk about confidence. I mean, it seems like every one of these plays, the Ducks have no problem committing that third man past the halfway mark. Unlike the last series we watched where pretty much the name of the game was making sure the third man was well behind to keep the clears coming. The Ducks, no problem. They do not care.
Absolutely, and I think it's a solution from the Ducks because they're noticing that the Storm, try as they might, they're not doing these cross-pitch passing plays like the Ducks would. So if they're not going to do it, maybe we should.
Yeah, and, you know, keeping that player up beyond the halfway, it helps keep that squeeze and that pressure on the defense, like we were seeing the Cobras do a lot. And it is a winning strategy if done well. And, you know, with players like Andy and Mig with that synergy and that chemistry, you just have to expect it to net them goals.
We're past the halfway point here. Storm looking to keep themselves alive in this series and push a game 5. Ooh, phenomenal demo from Andy Bazeo. Not able to get anything off target, but that will go in. Mig ties the game off of Andy once again. Definitely not the best touch there from the Storm side. Giving it right to Mig, who's right in position for that shot.
Yeah, we were just talking about offensive pressure from Andy and Mig, and there he is, slotting it in the bottom right.
Good shot placement from that, but just wide. So we have a tie game here.
And this is to determine whether or not we take it to a game 5 and give Storm a chance of the series to net the Ducks a loss and a tie in their division for their playoff spot. And, you know, being on the Ducks team, you just have to want that playoff spot so much.
Andy, you're too good. Matt, trying to carry it up. Can he get something out of this? Wow,
Oh,
okay.
that's
Even
dirty.
Andy, with no boost, still finds a way to make that play as uncomfortable as possible for the Storm.
And just sit his car comfortably underneath the player trying to land.
Taki.
Taki.
That's an open hit. Wins that 50. Gets the perfect opportunity.
What a dunk.
Giving the Storm a lead in this game with a minute left. But Ducks, they're not out of it yet. They scored once. They can do it again.
Oh,
Lottie.
brilliant
The soul reads.
fade.
The soul
Oh my goodness.
Clip that! Oh, I feel for them. They have families. Even Andy, who should be used to this, gets the read off the crossbar back into Lottie's car. How do you even come back from that mentally?
You don't. That's just a. All right, they got me.
But Andy, hello? Okay. I'm sick of Andy solo plays right now. Come on. You're making me nervous.
I'm sick of them. I want more of them. What are you talking about?
Too. Sorry, I should say, but it just it makes me nervous whenever I see him have the ball. Lottie coming in for the shot, but man, what a absolute shot from Lottie. Just reminds me of something like from Metz and Norris in season 6, or excuse me, season 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
You know, we came into this. The Ducks were seriously the underdog here, but the way they're playing right now, you would never guess it. Like you would feel that Storm is skating with this win, and yet the Ducks are the ones who you would expect not to take this matchup. But here they are. They're battling for it. They're on to game number 5. They're taking it toe to toe.
2 consecutive game 5s in a row, which is always very lovely to see, which means more great Rocket League from us. But yeah, definitely not for you. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Well, we are approaching game 5 and Ducks playing for their top spot, right? I could be getting that wrong, but
The Ducks?
yeah.
Yeah, right now, I mean, it's a tough spot for them. I had it written down here. Eagles, they were only 1 game back, and they won their matchup. So if Ducks don't take this game, then they lose their guaranteed number 1 spot in their division.
They have to fight for a wild card.
And they have to... No, they don't have to fight for a wild card, but they do... they'll either have to play the tiebreaker series, or they'll have to have the Eagles lose a game and win the rest of theirs. But if the Ducks lose this and the Eagles start going on a winning streak, and they have been playing well recently, the Ducks very well might have to play for that wild card spot when it comes to the end of the season, before playoffs.
So Ducks playing for all the marbles currently. Well, half the marbles, most of the marbles is Lottie.
Oh,
Andy there with the phenomenal save. Reactions of a cat, but this is a duck. Oh, Andy once again.
Andy.
Wow. Phenomenal read, and Matt Roshi, he's like, no, you know what, Andy, you need to get out of this play. We need to get a shot in now. So I'm going to take you out. Lottie sends it off the corner, but Andy, once again, being a nuisance. Matt Roshi playing the midfield. Mig will play it off the wall. Gets it over Taki's head, but Lottie is there for the catch, but the Mig comes in. Or excuse me, the bump from Mig comes in.
I wonder if that's short for Megalodon.
Megalodon? Yeah, maybe. But he's not
Well,
playing
that would
with
be for
sharks.
Sharks. Yeah. You just said the Mig, and I thought about the real
Mig.
classy movie.
The Mig.
New
Andy
Jersey logo.
playing solo.
Oh,
Oh,
Theo!
with I guess a dunk pass off of Taki here
Yeah.
with a perfect pass to Zayo. Some real trigonometry stuff there. His Ducks take the lead in this game. They're not out of it yet.
Zayo proving that he is just not a defensive mastermind, that he can play a little offense too when he needs to.
Absolutely is. Well, I can't say your name, but yeah, I'm definitely feeling a storm surge coming if they can keep up this offensive pressure.
Yeah, I'm with Argan. No, I got you.
Taki, wow, great redirect. Can someone capitalize? No, but Matt will whiff it in the corner. Lettuce trying to set his teams up. Matt getting a nice pinch off the side. Zayo playing it around Taki. He's going to backflip for it, but Lottie, of course, he's there. Lottie doesn't miss those. She doesn't quite get the dunk as Andy, once again, has the ball. Can he do something with it? Okay, all right. Just flies down for the demo. That almost gave me a jump scare. But Matt Roshi chasing down that ball. Mig there for the save. Lottie sends it off the corner once again. Andy sends it back. So we have a ping pong in the corner here. Andy finally having some room to play with. Does get full boosts. And you wonder, oh, Lottie, great shot. But Zayo, once again, he's there. Matt has a lot of boost to work with. Taki, wow, okay. 2 misses there, I guess.
Caught Andy pre-jumping, too. He was ready for that shot.
Oh, for sure. You could definitely tell that did throw the Ducks off a little bit, but maybe they can use that to their advantage. Tactical fakes.
This is an opportunity for a counterattack for him, but Taki is able to clear that all the way back down to the Ducks' end.
Unfortunately, Storm struggling with these challenges a lot more as Ducks are being given more and more room to work with. Smig sends a pass down, but Zayo will have to rotate back, catches the ball, returns it. Taki trying to set something up for his teammates as they're currently running out of time, but Andy, of course he's there for it. Not able to get anything set up though, as he loses that 50. Taki there for the shot. Lottie, he's there once again. Taki centering it again. Matt, he's there for the shot. Andy with a phenomenal save despite Lottie's best efforts to get that aerial bump. 20 seconds left on the clock. Storm, this is their series on the line. And Ducks, so far, clutching it out right when they need to, but that's over. No, Matt Roshi misses that shot. And you can see the Storm are scrambling as arguably their best opportunity at a shot from a defensive flub is ripped away. But it's still up.
It's not over.
Lottie, you have to come in clutch, but Andy, he's there. Of course he is. As Storm, Andy even taking out a member for good measure. But Taki with the spawn, RNG.
Oh,
but no, it will touch the ground. And Ducks walk away with that series off the back of absolutely heroic playmaking from Andy. Wow. You could see, especially at the end there, Storm really wanted that. And I imagine they must be heartbroken that they didn't get that ground shot when they could.